invaded my mind and my body. But there's one thing I say and always keep.
This world shall know pain.
His come and dance with me in hell, won't you?
What is up, peeps? It is time for another episode of Chibi No Podcast. You got me, David the Smash Fan.
Mister.
Japan.
And Sharky. You guys are...
What happened?
I don't know. You guys are all over the place.
We didn't
I didn't feel like
yeah.
making fun of my brother this time. No, I should.
Why?
Because it's fun. The audience loves it.
It suck. Anyway, this is your first time watching Chibi No Podcast or listening to it. Either way works. We're just a bunch of friends talking about nerdy things. That's what we've been doing for years now.
But why, David? Why?
What is our passion?
That's
why.
You know, what do you mean?
I am.
After how many episodes? Were you able to keep track of how many episodes?
I haven't count them. I have them, but I haven't counted
Keep
them.
saying that, but we know. When can we celebrate our anniversary? Our Chibi No
We've been, I think, 10 years this year.
Chibiversary.
Chibiverse, I believe, is this
with
year.
no
10 year.
episode numbers.
I mean, I think at this point, even I've already reached my anniversary, right?
For a year, yeah, for over a year. I think you've been here for almost...
When did Venom 1 come out?
That's a real question.
We have a video one, I think. We do, yeah, because you're on there.
That was my first time.
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that was my first time. And then after that...
2018. October 1st.
Holy crap.
And we still don't have an episode count.
So 6 years.
Has it been that long?
There's no way.
Yeah.
That long.
Yeah,
No.
October 1st.
Oh, no, it's Venom 2. I lied. Right? Because we didn't watch Venom 1. I never watched Venom 1 with you guys. I watched Venom 2 with you guys.
I think he's right.
2021.
Okay, that's more
yeah.
accurate.
That's
3 years.
It's gonna be like-
Still.
Because it was after
gonna be like-
post-COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
It was
And we're still
post-COVID.
having our recording from the guy who did the voice of Trunks that we recorded.
I need to put him in here. I'll make a new one because I have to make a new one.
2-3 years ago, too.
I still have it. The
We
money
paid
is
for
not
it.
wasted. Yeah, the money's not wasted.
If we
It's still
haven't
on
used
there.
it,
It's in the archives.
Yeah.
It's being saved for the Chibiversary as soon as we
Yeah.
figure out
it
when that
better be.
is.
It better be.
It will be. It will be. This week, I want to feel it's kind of been a little bit silent in terms of like new stuff that has come out, but we did want to talk about a few things that was released or was announced. One of the first things was, that we don't really look
Give a
at
book.
IGN reviews with like
They are always
Precise-
accurate. How can
yeah.
you say that?
They're as accurate as they can be.
They're as accurate as they get paid to be.
yeah, but they're like a broken clock. They're right at least twice a day, so they get their shots where they're correct. They were 100% correct when they actually gave a review for the Hashira training arc for Demon Slayer. Now, if you haven't watched it, first of all, I
Spoilers.
think this was the shortest.
Am I
I
about to be
don't want to call
spoiled?
it season. I just call it arc. The shortest arc of episodes because it has 8. I think even the Swordsmith arc had 11 or 12.
That's about right.
So this is the shortest one.
But the last episode was a lot longer, though.
Yes,
That
it was
like
a lot
40
longer.
minute, 45 minutes, something like that.
But this arc was taken from an arc in the manga that took about 13 chapters, and they stretched it out to 8 episodes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense if you don't think about it.
IGN was like, this sucked. Like the pacing was all over the place. They gave it a 3 out of 10.
I mean,
And I was like, you know what? They are 100% correct because I couldn't get through most of that. I was like, this
Wait,
is stupid.
correction. You didn't watch it. You just only watched the last 2 episodes.
Exactly, because when I saw there was 8 episodes, I was like, fudge this. I'm just watching the last 2 episodes. This should have been a movie. That's it. 2-hour movie.
Make up
great.
your mind.
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want?
Of Demon Slayer making things into movies.
And then you're like, oh no, we should have
No,
whole
no,
season.
no. Correction. They've only made 1 movie. They've had these events where they're like, we're bringing something to theater. We're showing the last 2 episodes of the last season and the first episode of the new season. That's not a movie.
But then you were
That's just
saying like they
special
should have a
event,
full season.
which I have never gone to.
You never went to the movie?
Not to the event. I've only gone to the only movie that they made, which was Mugen Train.
Okay.
And then they made the stupid idea, hey, let's make it into a season. And Japan's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
You get to know how one of the Hashiramas gets to eat his bento box. a bug.
Exactly,
He gets to eat
stupid.
Well,
something.
I've never seen the show. So.
Okay,
Well,
never mind. I don't want to spoil
So
it for
it's
you.
fine. No,
No,
I'm
no.
not gonna watch
No,
it.
there's a part.
I've attempted to watch it, and I'm.
There's
I'm
a
It's a
part
good
where
show. Don't get me wrong. I think the first 3 seasons.
There's that many seasons already.
and I don't even call them seasons anymore. They're just arcs.
Okay.
It has really good animation. It made people cry. People were really raving at how much amazing it actually was. The story is pretty cool, but the way that they're adapting the elements into the newer, I guess the latest season, it's a little bit of a, well, should we do a movie? Should we do specials? Should we just have a regular season?
Wasn't it already confirmed they're going to do the last season's going to be 3 movies?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
Which I don't mind it.
Yeah,
I feel like
like
you
to
say
get bent over a lot. That's why.
No, but think about it. Like what I didn't like, I'm gonna say, I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of agree with David on the score.
How dare you?
I don't usually agree with it.
That's a bullcrap lie. You agree with a lot of stuff.
No, you guys don't.
No, we don't.
Yes,
you
we
don't
do.
agree with me.
Nobody. You
I
guys. None
agree,
of you guys
I
agree.
agree more with Diego than with David.
No, I believe we agree on a lot more stuff.
I still don't think that Dragon Ball is the best
We're
show
more.
ever.
Yeah, and I know that. I know that we're more. We have more extremes. Yes, but I think we're more in the middle. You're more extreme with Diego, yes.
Let
but
the
with
fans
but yeah.
decide. Let people be.
Yeah, go on,
our
go on.
judge.
Go.
No, but I was gonna say, it's kind of crazy because I liked the approach that initially that they were having seasons, but after Mugen Train, the movie that came out,
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, this is making money." It made a lot of money to the point of like, well, the studio's like, well, people are paying for this. Let's make some more,
They must want more.
right? And that's
Okay.
why they kind of advertise, "Hey,
I
this is
understood that reference.
after the movie came out, when the new season, right before the new season came out, they're like, hey, we're doing some kind of special to include, I guess, a preview of the next season." Which, if people didn't read this properly, they thought like, "Oh, it's gonna be a next movie, right? That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great."
And it's not a movie. It's just like you guys said, the last 2 episodes and the next.
Right. And I had friends thinking, "Oh, they're making another movie. Let's go." They go there and they were extremely disappointed. And I told them, well, it's not. It's basically like a recap special. But from there, the company, whoever maybe it could be like Funimation or Crunchyroll or whoever it be at this particular time, they think, well, we're making money. We should start doing this more often. And every particular season, in the in-between seasons, they had this special event. I know.
How do you feel about that?
I disagree that it's not Crunchyroll or Funimation because they did a worldwide event and Crunchyroll and
that's
Funimation
true.
did not
That
do
is
that.
true.
That's Japan. Put the blame on the correct person.
All right. UFO table.
He doesn't want to.
The studio.
I'll bring that something
Japan.
about that in a second. Remind me to bring that up.
Okay.
But because of this, though, because of this, they think, well, people are watching this, but we also have the anime. And there was a period, I think it was the second season, that they have like some of the movie itself, they made it into a season, and the second half of that season was actually like new content. So they were trying to balance it out.
I already don't like it. I mean, I don't even.
No,
I don't,
like I
I
said,
haven't. This does not
initially,
sound
I was
good.
like, okay, let them have a little bit of liberty. But this particular season, I did enjoy the first 2 episodes, and I actually went to this special because not because well, also, I just wanted to watch it. Okay, but
For those of you who are on YouTube, you guys saw my reaction.
He's a shill.
I think it was all right. But the next episodes, when they release it, because I was trying to watch it weekly, as soon as I watched the new episode, I was thinking like, "Oh, David is gonna hate this," and lo and behold,
I love how much space he takes up in your mind. Where you're even,
I know, right?
Even when you're not there,
Because
David would hate this.
Because think about this. Like every time
He knows
there is
me.
a new My Hero Academia
David.
recap episode,
Yeah.
I can just hear him like complaining in my mind already. Oh man, I'm not gonna watch this.
I mean,
Which is true.
I don't think My Hero does that too much.
They did it for 2 seasons, and it was the stupidest thing because it was either a
crazy.
recap or just a filler episode that didn't need to be one. So they learned. They haven't done that since.
It's still not as
But
bad
they're
as
making a
Naruto.
movie.
It's still not as bad.
I know
as
they're
Naruto.
making a movie.
I feel like Naruto was the worst about that. I'm like, if I have to see Itachi kill, like,
Well-
if I have to see that scene again, I'm like, I'm gonna help him just kill.
Okay, but here's some context though. When Naruto, One Piece, and all the big animes came out around that time, filler was like a new thing, and like people like, oh, Everybody was doing it.
What do you mean a new thing? It's been a thing for a long time.
No, but it was more emphasized, especially on bigger stories, and especially on the big three animes, which is Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece.
Yeah, I would say it was
All of
more,
them,
but
they're
yeah.
like,
Where's Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball didn't have that many fillers. Like if you compare it
It
to
had
like
a lot of fillers.
no,
Oh, I just meant in
no,
the big
if
three.
you
I just
compare-
meant in the big three. He didn't mention.
yeah, it's
oh,
not-
well,
Dragon Ball.
there's
Dragon Ball
eras.
built the big three.
There's
I disagree
eras,
with
yeah.
that.
So when you
Okay.
talk about when you talk about big
Anyways.
three,
Okay,
they talk about yeah.
But I was gonna say,
Sure.
when it, but yeah, so it was a normal thing around that time. Now we were hoping, okay, I guess they have learned from their mistakes. They can put pauses. They don't have to have everything all together. And I was thinking like Demon Slayer might actually, get into the right particular path, but because they knew how much money the movie made, they're like, well, we need to incorporate something like that,
Because of the money.
right?
I don't know. It just seems like a gamble to me too. I guess maybe it's not. Maybe the numbers are so good from the.
Dude,
how many
it-
movies
it-
have there been? I don't know.
Demon Slayer,
Yeah,
I don't know. if they're-
Only one.
again,
only one.
Only one movie,
And-
official movie.
See,
but let me tell you,
Did it do that good that they're
It
like,
did do
yes,
that
we're
good.
going to do
No,
three movies? Like,
See,
what other movie?
It did
or
that
what other
good
franchise
that
can you do?
even people that don't care about anime went to watch that movie.
In Japan, add context. Don't be like everyone in the U.S. went to go see it. No,
but even in the U.S. though,
you
there's
know,
a
we're
lot-
talking
no,
about Japan.
There was a
though.
lot of people in the U.S. as well. They're like, "Oh, cool! This is a cool animation."
Yeah, but it's not like
I know,
it's
but-
not like Japan though.
well, Japan, yes,
But I'm saying like Japan, people in Japan went to go see it.
Sure,
like,
but here in America, too, it
but
made
it's
more
not
money.
that big. It's like we're talking about like minuscule to Japan.
sure.
You guys have numbers on this?
Yeah, let's put
I want to
numbers.
know
Put
like how
numbers.
much, how well,
How
did
much
it do
money did it do? Like
that they thought, you know what, we only have one, like because no other movie, like
so okay, so
no other
I-
place can do that. Like, oh, well, let's
I-
make
okay,
a,
so I
let's
know
make
for
a
a
G.I.
fact
Joe movie. It did so good, we're going to make three more.
We looked at this. Like, if you look at Japan's numbers, first of all,
Okay, pull the numbers
I
from
think
Japan.
in Japan numbers, I think Mugen Train. And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's in the top 10, like overall, like in Japan movies
All time?
Okay,
Okay, then
in
then
Japan,
that one makes
and
sense.
then
So
in animes
here-
in the US,
in the
it's in the
US,
top 10, I think as well.
It opened at 22.7 mil, almost 22.8 mil.
Okay,
Which is as good as like some
Second
blockbusters.
place in the domestic box office, and then taking in almost 50 million.
And
bad.
and you also have to count that America is not the only country, right? It went to other places, South America.
Yeah, but this is
Europe.
just strictly talking
right,
the
but
U.S.
that's what
Right,
I'm
but
saying.
look at the-
as
look at
a
the-
regular film, like if it was a regular film, I'm like, okay, that's
50 million is actually
Decent.
pretty good.
It's decent. So
Yeah.
the point of like, and not
not to the point that any studio would be like, yeah, dude, let's make three. Let's
Because-
sign
because
up.
Japan-
let's
Japan-
hard confirm three movies.
Japan, when they release this, I think this is the biggest grossing box office anime film right now.
At that
It's at
time.
40 billion yen.
Oh, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
You're like, 40
yeah, okay, then yeah.
40 billion yen.
Hit me with the facts, but I was like,
It,
okay,
it towered over Spirited Away by 9 billion.
and
That's a
back
lot
then-
when you were thinking about yen.
and
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then-
Obviously,
But
I
it's
don't
yen,
think there's a movie that's
Give me
hit
that conversion
billions
rate,
yet, right?
Give me that conversion rate.
Oh well, we have to convert from
No,
that time
that's
because
good,
if we
that's
do
good.
it today's,
For
it's
inflation
little.
and all that.
But you have to understand this. Back in the day, anime was not as popular, and even Spirited Away got that much money.
But it's because of the
No, I'm
director, Miyazaki.
sure, but even
He's
then,
the one that I know, but he was the one that's like, you know what, he pushed and be like, is this director? We know that he does quality. Let's go watch because it's him. It's like people would go watch Batman because they see Christopher Nolan's name on it. Because if you were not a Batman fan or a comic book fan, but you saw Christopher Nolan came out
You would've
that
watched
did
it.
Batman, you would have watched it.
yeah.
Yeah, see, so there, like I said, I think the name helped it back in the day. It still helps now, but I think that also helped drive people to get.
Right, but think about this. Back then, sure, many people knew about it, but there's some people that didn't connect Miyazaki with anime, or didn't know who Miyazaki was in America.
Yeah, but we were looking at just Japan.
So
Right.
right now, because I can't find a time one, I can't remember what they call it, time something. But right now, with the currency, would have been 25 mil. So let's
Yeah.
say 28 mil.
So it made more in the U.S., but that's because our population is a lot more.
And not to
Yeah.
mention now there is a big increase of anime to the point of like, well, there's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be people more
I
aware
don't
about
think
stuff.
the thing is like to gamble on 3 movies. I think, and then to
don't
hold.
think it's a gamble.
To,
I think it's a safe
one
move.
to gamble it. I believe it's a gamble, and then to believe that other than Japan, people will pay money to see 3 endings of 3 parts of a film. 3 films for the ending of the series. Like that's absurd. I think
a
that's
big ask.
I don't think
that's
it's
a big ask, and
If-
that's being an asshole right
and
there.
let me tell you why.
That's being greedy.
because
I hope it fails. I honestly hope it fails.
I don't think it fails.
I know, because the anime fans are such pricks when it comes to it. They're idiots. They're like, I'm going to pay for it. It's like,
Stop
bro,
making
you
fun of Paul.
suck. But they do pay. They'll do it. That's the sad thing.
Well, that's the thing about
You'll
this.
do it.
And you'll do it too.
I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not going to go watch it.
He's gonna do something else.
Pull a Luffy.
When I stopped watching Attack on Titan, I haven't watched the last part of the third season, all third season or fourth season. The only thing I saw from Attack on Titan was just the last one.
But the thing about this,
I didn't want to watch it because I didn't like how they did it.
Making money, all their studios. Oh, it's going to be.
I hope it fails.
I
I
mean,
really
they
hope,
should
because
do
I don't
that.
want them to do that.
I
That's
think I mentioned
stupid,
this in
man.
the previous episodes.
It's God,
Sony
greed.
recently acquired a movie company.
Yeah, they want to start
movie
producing
theater company.
films.
And that's primarily for Crunchyroll.
They want to start releasing more movies out here in the States.
And they're trying
And-
to set,
Which is, I get it,
But
but
here-
I just don't like the whole concept of like, you want to finish this story that you've been watching for free, because some people can just wait a week after Crunchyroll to watch the episode for free. If you want to watch it the day it releases, you pay for the monthly subscription. Now it's like, oh, now you're fucked. Now you have to pay.
Well, that's the point. They
No,
wanna
fuck
make
'em.
money.
No, fuck you.
That's
on
like-
that.
I think what Mr. Mr. and what I agree with him, if this starts a trend,
I don't want it. It's going
gonna
to
be
start a
horrible.
It's a
trend.
trend already.
but here's the thing, like
Not
there's-
really.
not a
There's no
trend.
there's no
It's
shows.
barely
We talk about
starting.
this.
There's no trend
We did
though.
My hero is gonna get a movie.
I
No,
think
but
that's what
right
I
now
hope it
it's not a
doesn't do.
trend though. Right now it's not a trend. They're
not a
trying
trend.
to start a trend. That's
okay,
why I
there's-
want it to
there's-
fail.
this
What
will-
if this is who else is doing this?
This is the second
Attack on Titan
anime.
did it.
They did 3 movies.
No, they
did
weren't
2.
movies.
Well,
They-
there's
No.
They ended it in 3 movies.
No. That's what we're saying. It didn't
This
end.
is what
It
they
never
did.
ended. It never ended with movies. The only one that's doing it right now is not Attack on Titan. Sorry,
Demon Slayer.
He said,
that's
Demon
what I'm
Slayer.
saying.
None of them.
It's not
the
a
only
trend.
person that
Digimon
made
did it.
no, but those were already movies to begin with. That doesn't
There
change
were
anything.
movies that also eventually became episodes as well, but they
were movies
when they
first.
were- exactly.
They were movies
And
first.
they did 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
Yeah,
were
but that
movies
wasn't to
first.
finish. Like if you
They were
watch
movies first.
the
That's
original
different.
series, it finished. This was
The
like
movies were just extra.
they were just extra stuff. Like
And it
wasn't
was like
a
20
true
years
ending
later
that.
to make
But
a
the
film.
people went and see it.
Yeah, but they were 20 years
Yeah,
later.
but it wasn't like
they're not the same.
They're not.
You're
It's a
comparing
whole new
apples to
story.
oranges.
It's a whole new story.
It's not a trend if they're the first
It's
people to start doing it.
Digimon try Mierda Z. That's what it is. It's a whole new thing though. Like, but I'm saying,
paid to see that.
but Digimon Try was a whole different thing. It wasn't It wasn't a direct continuation of what it is. It's just here's the characters from this part of the show,
It's
and
its
we're
own
making them
isolated
have
story.
yeah, and that's it. And they sold it as a film, which everyone took, but it sucked. That's completely different than what Demon Slayer is doing. Demon Slayer started off
But
as a
let's-
show, and
Attack on Titan.
they did all.
Yeah, but okay, let's-
Attack on Titan. It didn't end in the movies. It ended in parts. Still,
okay, but
to people. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, here's the thing that Japan has done. Okay, let's go look. I think Japan has done something like this for a long time. So let's look at a few things. Okay, Fully Cooley. That show came out in the early 2000s
A while
originally. It didn't come out. It only has 6 episodes, but it didn't come out in 6 weeks. They were actually came out like in different time periods, right? Right, Japorion. There was Saint Seiya shows that came out as OVAs, original video animes, and they didn't come out in like every week or every 2 months. They came out like in these different time frames.
they felt like.
to complete a story.
Wow.
It took a while. So Japan has always done this. There's different reasons for it. Yes, correct. It could be because of if they don't have enough staff for it. It could be the direction. It could be whatever it may be. That they've always had some reason to do some projects in this fashion. Attack on Titan, what I believe they did is A, they wanted the most people to watch it, but B, they were like, we need to make it look the best that it can, and we need to put more time into it. I believe that's what they thought, or their
Thought process was.
what the thought process was. I don't think it needed it that as much as they were putting, because I think it was like
They
a
over-delivered
year.
there.
Yeah, they ended the season. The next year they brought the first half of the final finale, and then waited another year and a half almost to get the other half.
I remember you guys talking about this.
Yeah, so it took like 3 years to get this finale that I don't think needed that much time
Yeah.
to prepare
Okay.
to get done. Now they saw the thing with Demon Slayer. They saw how popular the movie was, and now they're like, okay, well, there were so many viewers on Crunchyroll that I think it's like the second highest show that almost broke Crunchyroll. I think One Piece is the first one with Gear 5, and then it's Attack on Titan. They're like, if we can get these many people to go to the theaters, we'll make more money because they want to see this ending. So I feel like that's what the thing is. Like it's all
They're
about
putting
money.
the ending behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that. That's not cool. If it was a whole movie, just like a movie by itself that has nothing to do with that, like it's just like a movie, like a one-off movie, then that's fine.
I
But
would
doing
be okay
an
if it was
ending,
one movie, but 3 movies,
and then but it's to the ending, like to the ending of the main
See,
story. That's not cool.
I'm surprised that they're actually doing 3 movies.
They're being greedy motherfuckers. That's why.
Well,
I think they're also being.
I mean,
They're gonna
being
waste.
overly
They're gonna waste
optimistic.
20 minutes of the movie because of one panel of the manga. That's what they're gonna do. Fucking episode.
if they were to do that, I'll be pissed.
The
They're
first
gonna do
30
that.
minutes.
They do that.
They're making
that in the Hashira trailer.
They're making 3 movies. They're gonna be doing like 20-minute
to be-
episode. They're gonna be doing 20-minute scenes for one panel.
No, what
No,
to be
no,
fair,
because
to be
they're
fair,
breaking into different
I
parts.
believe, I think I might have counted. I
Question.
believe there's about 70, 80 chapters that they're gonna adapt to these 3 movies. I think
80
it's about
chapters and
70. I think it's 70 to 80, somewhere around there.
Is the first movie just going to be recap? What are they doing?
They'll probably recap
here's the
for like
thing.
20 minutes. That's what they'll probably do.
This is very average, but typically an episode, anime, it could be anywhere between a chapter and a half to 2.5 to 3 chapters, depending on the content. Right? That's about the average. So taking that into account, and I mean I don't know how long the movies are, but I think they're going to take that into account, and then that's how they're going to make the movies based off. I think they're doing it based off of what fights they're going to have. It's going to be these fights in this movie, then these fights, and then the finale fight. I think that's how they're doing it.
But you also have to understand too, like with all the episodes are what
I don't
chapters.
understand anything I do.
No,
Doesn't make any
but-
sense.
no,
I don't
but
have to
here's about
understand
this.
it. It doesn't make.
Usually, when there is an anime season, you basically cover an arc, right?
Typically,
Right.
At least
At
one.
least
Depends on how it's done.
Right.
Yeah.
You got like a beginning and an end of the arc, and that's about it, right? When it comes to Demon Slayer, especially on the next chapters that they need to animate, you even said itself, how they're going to stop it? They're going to just leave us in the cliffhanger season and we'll go
Probably.
to the next one. So I can see, not that I'm agreeing with the whole movie aspect, but maybe that's a reason that they can just break it into different stories that they can actually compile in parts as a movie.
I feel like you're playing way too heavily into devil's advocate here.
No, but like,
That's what he does.
should do 3 movies.
how will you be able to go?
Terrible.
Well, you prefer that they cut like the story halfway through the season and wait another.
Well, here's the thing. I think what they're going to do is they're going to expand upon things that I don't feel need expanding on. So this is what Demon Slayer does, and I've always had this issue. And I think who else does this? There's another anime or manga that does this all the time, but I can't remember which one is off the top of my head. But whenever something happens to
One Piece.
one of the demons and they die, doesn't matter. Like if it's like someone,
You already
an important
seen it.
demon,
You've already
you
seen it
have
in the
this
past.
backstory
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah.
And
You always
that's
go back to
that's
the
in the manga, though.
backstory.
That's in the
Yeah, I know.
That's in the anime as well. I've seen
In the
it already.
manga, that's why I'm like they're gonna go kill one of the demons, and then it's like let's go back a chapter. Let's go talk about their backstory.
show you how.
So I feel like if they wanted to pad out things, like if this fight only lasted, let's say 2 fights last only 10 chapters. Let's just say I can't remember the exact numbers. They're gonna pad one of their backstories to make it seem a lot longer. And I'll be like, why?
For the death.
I'm like, they're demons. I just want them to die. I don't care what they did when they were young. Like there was one where you don't really care.
I don't-
There was
spoil it.
there's one of the demons was like
The red haired one?
Dang it,
no.
Diego.
One of the demons was like a very rich kid, and he was like always like very bored, and he saw his parents die, but he didn't feel anything. Like I didn't feel it like, and it was like maybe like 4 or 5 chapters. Like if they expanded upon that, like him like walking around and playing but not feeling any joy, then seeing his parents die and be like, oh well. Like I don't care. I don't want you to pad that out. But if they had to do that to fill the time to make it one complete movie, that would piss me off.
See, interesting enough, I'm going back into the second season because remember the second season it was
Mugen Train.
you're right.
Trash. That was a
The
waste of
first
time.
half.
I didn't watch.
Okay, the first half is basically
It's a movie.
retelling of the movie. Okay, and then the second half is actually real, like
The actual new
the actual
stuff.
content.
The actual season.
When they release the Blu-ray for this, it's basically the second part. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder, maybe if they're gonna do the same thing when it comes to releasing the physical media and removing all the necessary stuff to just present what you want to do, the real stuff.
What do you mean?
Just remove all the fluff.
Well,
because they already did it.
yeah, but why even bother to show the fluff in the first place?
To make it a movie. That's my.
That's the whole goal.
Yeah, but then you're doing two paywalls now. You're paying to see the movie, and you're going to see the bullshit fluff, and then you're going to pay for the Blu-ray to see this is the true ending.
This is the true way we want it.
That's
the
fucking
way it should have
garbage.
been done.
That's shit.
Sure.
It's like the Star Wars. It's like buying the original Star Wars and be like, this is actually the way I envisioned it. Let's look at this way. I wanted to add these animals in the background.
Well, the other thing that you can do, and a lot of people are going to like this, just wait until everything is done and then just watch it back.
I'm not going to bother watching it. I'm not going to watch it.
He's read the manga. He knows what happens.
I just don't accept what they're doing.
Watch it.
I just don't accept that they do this. Like this, I'm not for that kind of stuff. Like you made it free for people. You basically know you did for Japan. You watch it on TV. If you have a TV, it's free there. That's it. It doesn't. Whatever you have. It's free to watch though. Like you can watch it for free, pretty much.
Not the poor people. The poor people can't watch it. Poor people.
You just need a TV. That's your fault. But basically, it's free for you to watch in that sense. And then if you, like I was saying earlier, if you're Crunchyroll, if you can be patient, wait a week, you can watch it for free. If you want to watch it the minute it comes out. You have to be up. You have to be caught up. So if you're caught up, then you'll be fine.
But they also put some like the big shows behind the paywall.
Then you have to wait a week. No. It says you can. No, I've seen it. You can. No. It says you can watch on this date. You have to wait a week.
Their library. He's correct. You're correct that the library, the full library is not available to you. But the newest ones they do have on there.
Yeah,
up to a point.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You have to have watched it when it was like in the order. So yeah, that's basically what you can be. You're kind of screwed there, but. Some animes, obviously, from the beginning to the end, you can watch. Mm-hmm. You have advertisements, and then some that are like the big bang, like the big hitters, are going to be like, you can't watch the newest episode. You have to do this. You
like
have
the
to
Hulu type of thing. Is what
and
they
then
do.
And that's fine. But like to do this, and then on top of that, if they do what you're saying, well, let's cut off the fluff, and here's more of what you were wanting. For behind a paywall to buy the Blu-rays, like no, I want them to fail big time.
Well, that's what they do with all the
I don't
anime,
want them to make a dime.
Like there are some animes that don't like the animation is not the greatest when they release on TV, but when they release on Blu-ray,
that's the studio's fault.
Yeah,
they're pushing animators. Yeah, sure. I don't like that either.
There was like it would be like this, Paul. I mean, just kind of think it would be like they released the Dragon Ball Super movies of Battle of Gods and of Resurrection F. And they did it with the animation of the series, and then when they brought out the Blu-rays, it's the quality of the movies we actually got to be like, what the fudge is this? Why'd you give me the crappy version first with all the fluff?
It's the studio's fault because one, they either tell the animation studio late, which was a Dragon Ball issue, or they underpay the staff, or they make them.
Well, that's already.
They make them. Well, or they don't have enough manpower to do it, and so like it's not as good as it should be. Like the whole Jujutsu Kaisen thing, even though it was still really good looking, all that stuff. So it's the animation studio's fault on that.
I'm really surprised on this because like a lot. That's why Jujutsu Kaisen got really good because of the animation. Like there is a lot of fight scenes that like are really really good. That's why Jujutsu Kaisen got really big.
Is it?
Yeah.
The story is just but like the animation's good.
I've never. I mean, like I said, I'm not as heavy.
Oh, that's the one that's the one that does backstories, and I hate it.
Okay,
they have to do.
Sorry, I meant to.
I don't care as much about the animation. Like it. I would never watch an anime strictly because I'm like, oh, this just looks so. I would never be like,
I think it's an enhancement, but it's the same thing. Yeah, it's
I would never be like,
as long as the story is good.
Yeah, that's what I care more about.
Yeah. Well, no, I was about to say like you know how I told you how like they do backstories or like let's go back for a minute. Jujutsu Kaisen does that a lot, especially now. They're like something happens. Oh, you got a power up. Let's go back to the next shot. Let's go back.
They did that for the second season for the first half. You go back in time to the main character, not the main characters, the strongest character and his opposite bad guy that you see, and you see how they were friends when they were younger, and then you're wasting time that you don't need to know. It was in the anime too.
That was in the manga. You can argue with that.
Yeah, but
all the shonen in that Naruto did it too.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I can say I don't like it.
But the Jujutsu Kaisen also does tons of exposition because they have to explain it because they can't show you it. It kind of bugs me. They're like, now this happened. Let me explain to you the powers of what's going on.
Well,
and it takes like in the manga, it's like
Right, but
panels and panels because you don't know what's going on.
You don't blame it on the animation of that particular point. It's a part of the story, how the story was actually implemented.
which is kind of that part gets to me. I'm like exposition, but that's another thing. But to kind of close this is becoming a trend because Chainsaw Man, they're adapting an arc
into a movie.
into a movie.
So it's already happening.
So it's already happening.
Yeah, sadly.
Dragon Ball Super also did it, but the
Daima.
opposite way. No, because Daima's not.
Wouldn't that be also part of the story as well?
Yeah, but it's not a movie.
It's not. That was.
Daima's not a movie.
It's going to be a series.
Daima originally was going to be an online web series,
Uh-huh.
and then Toriyama's passing, they decided to put it into the TV production.
Oh,
Yeah, but anyway, so Dragon Ball
it.
Super, what they did was they came out with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, and then they're like, let's make the series. We're just going to retell the movies. I'm like, ugh.
And then
They started.
the animation studio was 3 months behind, so that's why it was shit looking.
But yeah, I
doesn't make
don't
me
know
feel
what to feel
you
about
guys
that.
are making me sad.
I just have to see. I'll
I
watch
just think
it.
it's funny.
regardless.
You keep saying this, like, I don't know how I feel about this. But you're defending them at every turn.
No, but
And you're like,
Don't
and
get
I'm
me
going to
wrong.
give them my money.
don't get me wrong.
Like you have. I think you just like it's okay if that's for you, but you have to be able to call out your own biases. Like I've said it with
No,
Pokemon
no.
before.
Me too.
It doesn't matter what
No,
it looks
don't
like. I'm
get
like,
me
I don't
wrong,
care if it looks good. I'm going to buy the game. I
was-
know that I'm going to buy
right.
the game. I'm not going to pretend to be like
Same
this game-
for me.
I might not give him my money this time. I know. I'm buying both
same for
versions.
me. Same for me.
Hobby's like, this game was the worst. I'm only going to buy it 2 more times.
That's same for me. I'll be like,
This is the
hey,
worst
look,
gen.
I don't
I'm
like
buying both versions.
I don't like romance mangas, but I'll like the ones because the ones that are lewd because there's something happens at the fucking end. Whereas romance anime is like, oh, where our pinkies touched and my heart was racing. Like that's boring. Where it's like, oh, you know,
I don't know
the
how
girl
we got
showed.
You want it dark.
No, but like at least something happens. No, I'm not saying, I'm not saying like
There's
sexual,
some
but I'm saying
touching
like
and
at
some
the end
grasping.
they end up dating. Whereas like in other mangas are like, oh, our pinkies touched. We'll be together forever. And then you just see like them
okay with
holding
that.
hands at the very end. It's like, dude,
okay with
nothing
that.
happens.
Did
Nothing
they
happens.
leave that to your imagination?
No, I want to finish story. I hate that.
So
bullshit.
going back really quick, when it comes to Demon Slayer, sure, the whole season was mediocre. I can definitely say that
was
was
ass.
Oh, no, it was bad.
But
mierda.
I gotta say, the last 2 episodes where it actually follows
Gives you the story.
it was really good.
So how many episodes did you have to watch to actually get to the story?
8.
6.
See, the thing is, people were
And
like,
it's weekly, right?
it was
Yeah, it was
weekly.
It's a month and a half of my life, dude.
No, you know what's crazy is people were like,
Well, you don't have to.
a
You
3
can
or a
wait.
2. What was it? A 3 or a 2?
3.
3.
People were like, a
IGN.
3? How'd you give it a 3? The last 2 episodes made it an 8 out of 10. I'm like, 2 episodes made the whole series an 8 out of 10.
See that.
A quarter of the series
See,
of
that's
that
something that
season,
I
a quarter of that season made the whole fucking
See,
thing go up that many
I
points.
completely agree on that.
No.
No.
If a
Yeah.
majority of it is ass, the whole thing's
That's
ass.
like, okay, that's like, how
You'll
does
have
Suzumiya,
good moments.
the
You'll
second
have good
season-
Don't get me
moments.
wrong. Yes, I completely agree with what you're saying on that part. So
I completely, but
no.
Hold on.
No, what I'm saying is
Okay,
that
let's hear.
what I'm saying is that justification. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree
for
with
sure.
that period at all.
I do feel the last 2 episodes were good, but if
Doesn't
you were
justify the
to,
whole-
yeah, exactly. If
That's
you
what
were
because I thought you meant the opposite.
No.
Because
That's what I
no,
thought
like for
too.
me, I don't like the Star Wars
how dare you?
sequel series. The only
Wait.
one that was good was the first one, 7. 8 had some cool moments, and 9 had some cool moments. But overall, for me, though, the whole
What were these
sequels-
moments in 9?
Even though it was cheesy,
when he's like,
even though
somehow
it was
Palpatine
cheesy,
returned.
no, even though it was cheesy when Ben, like when him and Ray, when she like gives him the lightsaber through their force connection.
First of all, it's back here.
Yeah, back here, and he pulls it out. That was cool. I like I said, I know it's cheesy because you know what made it funny was somebody did a music video edit of "I Need a Hero." So it's like dun 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 dun, and then I was like, okay, this made it like 10 times better. But but like that's it. But like I know when it's bad. Like I know what like so. Overall, the whole thing, the whole Star Wars sequel trilogy is ass. Did I have good moments? Yeah, but majority of it was ass. The same thing with for that person who tweeted it. It's like, oh, I would give it an 8 out of 10.
No,
It's like,
I agree.
Would you give those last 2 episodes an 8 out of 10?
I haven't watched them, but
I
if
would.
people
Okay,
were,
I
then
would.
yeah, that's
fair.
fine.
The last 2
but
episodes
like
can
to
be
be
8 out of
like
10.
to give
But
a skyrocket
the overall
that.
season is still
Yeah,
And that's what I'm trying to figure out because
But
each
also-
particular season is not it should follow a pattern, right? If they're making a movie
No, not necessarily. They're starting new trends. They're not going to do this anymore.
Well, that's the thing that kind of shocked me.
Okay.
Hearing that they're making a 3-part movie. I don't know what that entails.
Well, it's not a 3-part movie. It's 3 movies,
Well,
right?
It's 3 separate movies.
2 separate movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like again, like the Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King type of thing. But the thing
Return
is,
of the
like,
King, they make it into break it down into 3 movies.
yeah, it's like making Return of the King. We're doing that as 3 movies. That's what Attack on Titan did.
I thought you were going to say like Harry Potter, but
Like The Hobbit, they made that into 3
Oh
movies.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, there you go. That's
And he wanted to do 7, right?
yeah. He wanted to do 7 movies.
On a book
No,
this
5.
thin.
No, he wanted to do 5.
This thin.
good lord. Okay.
Did they only do 3? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, he wanted to do 5. Sorry, he wanted to do
Wait,
5.
is that confirmed? Or
Yes,
was
he
that
wanted-
actually
no,
the
Host-
studio?
No,
Host-
Peter Jackson wanted to do 5.
Host
Okay.
told me, and I know Host did his homework with at least the Lord of the Rings stuff. Like I'll follow. I'll believe him on that.
Yeah.
Everything else, it's up in the air. But or basketball, I'll believe him there. But if it's like Lord of the Rings, I'll believe you too. But like Lord of the Rings, like
Jeez, man.
I won't.
me
Okay,
across the face.
whatever you say.
Okay, so I don't know what. Well, I know basically what we're talking about. I know why they're making a movie because of the money. I'm kind of
understand
curious how
that.
they're gonna pan out. It's gonna pan out.
I know they're only doing it for the money, but I agree that they can't do
Look, I understand why they're doing it. I just don't
Don't
agree
like
with
it. Right.
I don't like it at all. That's why I say I want it to fail. Like 100% want it to fail, so that every
I'll boycott
studio.
it with you, Diego.
So every movie, every
never
animation
watched
studio,
it.
so
Well,
that every
that's why I'm not
animation
watching
studio
it.
gets this idea of like, fuck, maybe we shouldn't do it, and then like, you know what? Let's do it more, and then it fails even more, and then the old heads that are running the shit die because they're old as fuck.
well, here's the thing.
That's I
Here's the
guess
thing.
so.
See, here's the thing. If it fails,
Good.
we won't be able to have a proper ending to a story. It
Well,
would.
that's what they deserve. That sucks. Sorry, you shot yourself in the foot. Bleed out.
I don't think they would do that. I think they would just put it to an anime mega season. They would
Or
do
they
the
would just
opposite
release it
of
on-
Digimon Try, and they'd be like, let's just put it as a season.
Yeah.
I mean, that could also be
That,
possible.
you
I'm
go.
pretty sure that's what they would do. If it failed, they'd be like, okay,
feel
we
like you would
pissed
have
off
to.
everyone. Let's
Yeah.
put it as
I
a,
like I
as a
said, I
season.
really want it to fail. Like I want them to learn their lesson to never do that again. But there's
If they have
it's
to
the
learn
anime
anime,
nerds.
though.
The anime nerds are gonna support it. Japan, the weebs there, they'll do that. They'll pay for that
Even
shit.
America, too.
It's gonna be 22 million all over again and over there, and then the US, you're gonna be like, here guys, it's like a Mugen Train. We're gonna pay for it.
The way that I
Is
see
this
it,
next movie gonna make more or less?
I think the
I
first
think
one
that
will
make
make
money.
more. I think the first
I
one.
don't know.
because
The
they're
second
wrapping up
one-
the whole story.
Yeah,
And-
but-
It'll make
and-
more.
But
And I
people
think
are
it-
waiting. That's the downside. You're
And-
gonna have to wait.
You have to wait regardless. Like all the like I told you this. Like I've been through all of this before in the past. So waiting is not a problem. It's just
With how short attention spans people are nowadays, it's not gonna be worth it. It's not gonna be worth it.
I mean,
The short attention spans nowadays,
You
people.
might be onto something.
It's not worth it for people nowadays, dude.
I guess
It's
we'll have
really
to
not.
wait and see. But I feel like more
And the reactors
like,
on YouTube, they're
I
fucked.
gotta see if a lot of people like this show. They're gonna go watch it regardless.
Dude, this show has not made any attractions with this season, so it's actually hurting them right now.
Well, if people are saying like the last 2 episodes are good.
Just
I would
2
say
episodes.
I'll be even more strict. I would say the last episode, the second to last episode, literally there was 15 minutes of a guy just walking. I am
memed
not
the heck out
I
of
am
it.
not.
It's
I'm
true?
Yeah, I'm not.
It's a long
joking.
time. I don't think it's 15.
It's like 10 minutes for sure. For sure 10 minutes.
There's a long period in which he's walking.
It's for sure 10 minutes.
I don't know if it was 10 minutes.
I will count it. It was 10
Okay.
minutes. It is stupid.
I
Let me
want
do
somebody
this.
to fact check this.
Yeah, fact
for me,
check
please.
this.
I'm gonna go to Crunchyroll.
I don't think it's 10 minutes.
How much
I don't think
walking
it's 10
was?
It felt like
It wasn't 10
it was like
Even if-
he was walking and then it shows some other stuff and he's
I don't
back to
think it's 10
walking.
minutes.
Shows some stuff.
It's a
Then he's
long
back to
walk,
walking.
for sure.
But I don't
10
need like an
minutes.
accurate time of how long he's walking. Like even like a 7-minute walk, 5 or 7 minute walk seems like a lot.
I don't think it's 7
He's
minutes.
walking and it's walking slow motion.
Time it.
It's slow motion. He's walking and
I wouldn't, even if it was Pokemon, I wouldn't
there's-
spend money on 7 minutes.
No,
or 10
there's
minutes.
a
of
So
Effects.
so
We
the
refer to-
last
okay.
second to last episode.
Yeah.
There's
Episode
effects to
7.
it.
Yeah, episode 7.
There's effects to it as well. There's like you see smoke, you see like smoke and fog like around him, like
It doesn't matter. You could put
Skip the-
Mewtwo in there
skip the
floating for
intro.
7. I don't care.
he looked like Smooth Criminal, like Michael Jackson. No,
Okay, that's
he
not
seriously
the-
does.
I don't want to see it.
You got to look.
Never mind. You made it sound too cool.
No, it was dumb. I was like, you need to stop.
You're Michael Jackson bias. Come on.
Yeah, not for this.
Jackson bias.
I hated this episode. I don't think it was that good.
I feel like the studio.
Oh, okay. So he starts walking
The
at
gate.
28 minutes 14 seconds and it ends at 31:54.
Okay. 3 minutes.
That felt like a lot
Whereas
longer.
10, you're 10 minutes. Good job fact checking this.
That's
So he's just walking like that. This is all he's doing.
That's all. He's just walking
for 3 minutes.
for almost 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Okay, you can't be end credits. Sure, 4 minutes. I gave you 4
It's
minutes.
still part of it. It's still part of the story. He's just walking.
Okay, that's trash.
And how long is the
Let's look at
episode?
this angle.
How long,
Let's look
wait,
at
how long
this
is the
angle.
episode?
31 minutes.
It's even longer than most episodes.
blast?
Second to last. 31 minutes, 54 seconds, including opening and ending.
But most of the time,
He's
it's like
literally just
24
walking.
minutes
He's literally just walking.
with opening and ending. This is an extra 6 minutes.
Keep biting minutes.
It's the stupidest thing.
That seems like a lot.
That's that 3 minutes of walking.
That still does seem like a lot.
That's bad.
And does anything happen on this? Well, I mean, I don't care if I'm supposed
No, there's nothing that really
I guess
happens.
The
in that.
only thing that happens
War
is
is
like
to be ready.
the bad guy comes in finally to start like the
And it
start
takes
the
them
final.
4 minutes to get there, or what?
It would be like at the end of Age of Ultron. You would see Thanos just walking slowly,
For 4 minutes?
for
I
4
don't-
minutes,
I don't
and
need
he
4
finally
minutes
gets
of
to his
Thanos.
gauntlet. He's like, "Fine, I'll do it myself." That's the equivalent. 4 minutes of a
Like, if
post
you see him walking
that.
from one end of the ship to the other, he gets up the elevator. He goes to where
I don't need this. No.
That's
she's,
what it was. That's what
and
it
then he
was.
puts the gauntlet
I can't
on.
even think of the word in English. What's the word? I'm getting like
Anxious?
antsy. Just
Antsy,
like
yeah,
thinking about it. I'm
anxious.
just like,
You're not gonna watch
My
the
brain
show.
didn't
You're not gonna watch the show. But
well, I've tried, but yeah.
I figure I think the studio is making a lot of bad decisions.
Stop
here for
defending
sure.
them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It's making
I want them to
making
fail.
decisions-
I want them to fail so they can learn.
So
But you believe in the power of the weebs. What the heck?
I do gotta say the power of the whip is gonna be strong.
Okay. That's fair.
So
Yeah, I wanted to fail though.
I just hope it's not bad for people who still enjoy like you guys. I know you guys still like the show.
it's a good show. Like the whole story, I feel like it's good. I feel like the anime was able to elevate what the manga is because the manga, the drawings were not.
Dude, it
very
is.
defined.
It is like
It's very rough.
It's still good though. I do like
It's
it, but
rough.
the
It's-
animation on the TV show has been amazing.
I don't know what it is about this, but recent big shows have done this to. I don't want to say crappy drawing, but like very rough drawing manga.
Attack on Titan was an example, too.
But it's more detailed. That's the thing.
Sure.
It's rough, but it's detailed.
I think elevates it. quite a
Demon
bit.
Slayer is very rough, the way that it's drawn.
Okay.
I don't think it's very
I
rough.
think I also think that Jujutsu Kaisen look like sketches in the manga sometimes. Like it just seems like I don't know what's going on here. It doesn't look that
Oh, yeah.
good. Chainsaw Man also has that feeling as well. What are you showing them?
No, some of the.
What the heck?
So that's the manga.
Yeah,
I mean,
she did all right, but like the anime made
Yeah,
it
especially
better.
what those last two were particularly rough.
right?
Well, see here,
So
I think in the manga,
anime-
like some of those like gag ones make it look. It works for the gag, but like if you saw the ones where like there's action going on, that's where you can see the quality like really really jump. I think those ones are bad interpretation. I think if you saw like the actual fighting scenes, they're elevated way
And that's
more
what
than
Demon
in the
Slayer
anime.
got a lot of recognition because of the animation. Apart from the story, I felt like it really did a good job. So this is like very shocking, the fact that everything is like broken up into this kind of element. Yeah. So
Anyway,
Like
point
I
is,
said, I'm just hoping it's not. I hope the fans get what they want. I'm not a fan of the show. I don't hate the show.
you don't want to watch it.
I have no, I have no desire to watch the movie.
are you showing them? So you
the-
can see
look at
this
that.
here. So like I said, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
bad, but like if you compare these actual shots to the
She doesn't
anime,
even have a face. Oh, that's a dude.
that's a dude looks like a lady.
Yeah, that's tons better.
Right?
Yeah.
So like I said, it wasn't bad, but like the anime just
She got
made it
better
look
towards
so
the
much
end.
better.
And to be fair, like a lot of manga, every time they're saying any adaptation, they make it look better for the most part.
or
They
the
tried.
reverse, like Berserk.
We didn't talk about Berserk.
I'm just saying that happened.
We don't talk about. No, no, we don't.
We don't
Talk
talk
They
about-
did
we don't
really
talk about-
good manga.
There's
but
no Berserk anime in my head.
they're redoing it.
I will
remember?
say the
It looks
One Punch
clean.
Man though manga looks a lot better than the anime.
Because the guy another dude is redrawing it for him.
Oh my god!
But yeah, that's basically the story of Demon Slayer so far. I guess we'll find out more as
If they do the movies, it just sounds like that's their plan. I just hope it's an okay job, at least.
I mean, they'll put it in the stops. It's
The animation is
with
gonna be
the fights,
good.
It's gonna be good animation.
Yeah, it's gonna be good animation.
But I don't want to pay. for
Yeah.
it.
It's going to be good animation either way. That's
The reason why I stopped in general because I was going to watch this whole season, but then when I heard about they're like
The movies.
no, they were fillerizing everything, and then they did one whole episode from one panel. I was like, they're gonna fuck this
Did
up.
they really? That's caca.
One little part of
That's true.
the chapter, one little panel. They made a whole episode.
like I said,
out
there's
of
13 chapters in this training arc in the manga.
The decisions for how this season was adapted, it's very questionable. For
it. Yeah, that pissed me off. That's why I'm like, I don't want to bother with right
And
now.
the Demon Slayer stands are just they're not letting it. They're like, no, this was still
They're
amazing.
they're
Like,
polishing
I don't care.
their knobs, dude. They're like, go to town.
I just hope they caught a bunch of stuff once they release a physical media.
Well, I mean, it's just like anything. There's going to be
Stands are
extremely
insane.
hardcore fans for certain things, Paul.
Dude, I can't wait for the ending. You know what? I can't wait for it because we're almost there. We got like 3 more chapters left of My Hero, and like the worst. My Hero Academia stands are the worst, man.
Yeah,
they have shippers.
I'm not
and
a
they're
stan.
ass.
You are not.
They always
Where's
want
your Deku shirt?
They
Where's
want
your Deku shorts?
so many
Where's
couples
your
to
Deku
happen. So I hope
shoes?
none of that happens. And you're gonna have so many people upset. It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh,
it's gonna
I
be
just know it's getting close to
it's
the
gonna
end.
be a
and I hope
there's
so.
3 chapters
3 more
left.
chapters.
Interesting enough.
It's a field day. I can't wait.
We've been
to see
talking
that.
about
But
this.
that's no.
too.
The whole show's going to end after
the manga.
chapters?
Yeah.
The manga's
The 3
gonna end
chapters.
3 more
completely.
chapters and everything's done. No more.
They
As
make-
far as
they
the-
make-
Unless they
Just the
make a
manga, right?
and they make
Yeah.
My Hero Academia Shippuden. I don't know.
Don't.
But we've been talking about this though.
Shippuden.
How everything is
Now he's an
becoming
adult.
how everything is becoming a movie. There is a high chance that they make My Hero Academia ending a movie as well.
The reason we say this is because this season has been confirmed to be 21 episodes, which is short. Typically it's 24, so there are 3 chapters that are
And
3
you think
episodes.
they would put those 3 episodes and combine them into a
Well,
movie?
no, wait. Well, here's the thing. I think that this final arc, there's no really good stopping point. You
Very
have to
similar
finish
Demon
it.
Slayer as well.
Yeah, and
Same
you
for
have to
Demon
finish
Slayer,
it. So
yeah.
what I'm thinking is, there's a part in My Hero that I think they would end it to be like, this is the cliffhanger. This is like the
Oh, no,
finale,
this is the
and then they're gonna be
cliffhanger
like
and then
movie.
Oh, no.
That's it. That's
Or
what
I would like a TV movie where like they're like, okay, we're gonna release the final episode, which is like an hour long on TV.
I like that
but
better.
in like 4 months. Can you wait 4 months? Oh, okay.
If it's
fine.
something like that, 4 months,
if they do
fine,
that,
fine.
I
like
will
that
be
better.
there. I will go to Fortnite and buy those Fortnite skins because they deserve my money because they did that to me. They gave me justice instead of trying to fuck me with 3 movies.
My question is, what if they do that and say, well, this is part 1. Let me give you part 2. Wait another 4
Oh,
months.
Oh hell no!
No,
Hell
that's
no.
I would
Hell
hate
no.
that. I
would hate
never
that.
could do it.
I don't want that. I
Why
don't
would
want that.
you? Why would you say
Well, like I
that?
said, like that's the pattern. Lately,
What if they just don't finish Demon Slayer?
I mean,
I hope so. If that's the case, so they get fucked.
Why would you say
I
something
would
like that? That's
prefer-
just mean.
if they, yeah, I know, right?
You're a monster.
It's
It's
weird.
like, what's the,
It's
the,
definitely
the,
a-
meme with, the meme with the dog? Does he bite? No, he hurts you in other ways.
No, it's interesting though.
Maybe they'll make the last ending for My Hero a movie and they'll do it in parts.
Yeah, it's
That's horrible.
Anime is in a weird.
I'm in tears.
Element in
and
this
not in
particular-
happy tears.
Yeah, anime is in a different position now, especially now that it has more recognition. People are willing to like anything that's released with anime titles, especially movies. People are gonna go and pay for it. And now that the audience has grown a lot bigger, more money is coming in for sure.
And there's people that because they're famous and because they're making it part of their career, that it's gonna get even bigger. Like whether you like her or not, Megan Thee Stallion, she loves anime.
hate her.
I'm
Why? She's
whether you
making
hate
me
her or
do it.
not.
Why?
There's a lot of.
her music. Her music is I
I don't think he likes rap as
no
English.
no. Even then, like
English
okay,
rap?
So I've been listening.
Spanish rap.
Hold on.
It's Korean rap he likes.
So I've been
No manches.
kind of
Nigga, che,
Megan Thee
chalaga.
Stallion has been in my radar in the past couple of years, I guess,
then we
because
all
of
know
all
why that
the
is.
anime collaboration. She's a big fan of anime. Don't get me wrong. I think she does.
she cosplayed a lot too.
She does a lot of cosplay that I think it's amazing. I like. Oh, it's props that somebody's speaking out a little bit more into that in the music industry. And recently, I just watched her music lyric video of I think it's called Otaku Girl or something like that. It's a
That
music
was
The one
video.
where she
Did
says,
that
I'm,
one- did that
I'm-
one- did that
I'm
one
something
speak to
like
you?
Gojo. That
Yeah,
one?
that one.
Yeah, okay.
Did that speak to you?
Trash. Didn't like it.
Here's the thing: whether you like it or not, she is putting a lot of Japanese and anime influences in her music. So
I like that.
So in Jujutsu Kaisen, there is the main protagonist. They have this joke. They ask him. He gets asked, "What type of girl do you like?"
Okay.
And Mr. What type of girl does he like?
A girl with a fat ass and something else. Can't remember.
And in the anime he says like Jennifer Lawrence is what he says in the anime.
Also in the manga too.
Yeah, in the manga too. In the Megan Thee Stallion, he says the exact same thing, but it replaces Jennifer Lawrence with Megan Thee Stallion.
She got the voice actor.
The actual voice actor
and paid him
to
so he did
make
that
this
part.
line in the song.
Because that's how big of an anime fan she is. She got
cool.
Like I said, I think all the stuff that she does, it's pretty cool, but I don't like her music.
So
okay,
she
you
put
don't
that
need
in,
to like it, but it just
No,
pays
no,
the
no,
full rate.
I respect that.
I don't like a lot of K-pop.
put that in-
I respect.
I don't like Twice.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So she put that in there. She put a line about
what?
Gojo in her song. She has another song where she says something in Japanese. She's like, "We make money, we're a star. We make money, I'm a star." But she says it in Japanese.
Okay.
So you have that. Bad Bunny also has referenced Itachi in his song. So you have all
Naruto.
these. You have all these people who are now referencing more and more anime in whatever they do, and they're gonna have more people like, "Oh, let me watch this. This is my favorite rapper, my favorite singer, or my favorite even soccer players." Whenever they score, I've seen people who do the little pose for that
Fusion
Luffy
dance
does,
or the
he does like, I don't know
Kamehameha.
what pose it. He does like
Luffy's Gear 2 pose.
yeah. I've seen people in the European League when they score, they do that pose when they score.
Or when they do the Kamehameha.
Remember that Sonny, the
Yeah.
guy who also runs for the Olympics? He's a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan. So
Yeah, I
every
saw
time
that
he
guy.
runs-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
That was cool.
Did he won, right? I hope he did.
I don't remember, but
That got him
like,
disqualified.
in all his races, he actually
With the 5
carries-
pieces of Exodia, he already won. Dude.
Yeah.
But also that, like,
Doesn't
in all
matter.
his races, he actually has a
Yeah, I
Yu-Gi-Oh
saw.
card.
Yeah, they were
And which is awesome.
The
Don't get me
second time he did his race, the reporter, he like knew the card.
Right. So
'Cause, like, oh, he's got some
don't get
from
me
some
wrong, I
card
think
game in the second
It's
one,
kind of
so-
cool now that there's a lot of like actors, famous people that really like anime and they like to embrace it.
Michael B. Jordan was wearing
I do,
Vegeta's
yeah, I
armor.
do.
Right. So there's a lot like stuff like that. It's amazing. I think that's definitely creating more awareness. And it got to the point like back then, anime was not cool.
Back then, they didn't know
people
me.
didn't talk
Now
about
they all
it,
want.
but now we have access to the internet and
But now we have technology.
yeah.
Back
Now
then,
we have
Foreign was the only light young.
No, because back in the old days, you
Yeah.
had to get like VHS or like go to the internet once we had.
But you have
access to
internet now?
right? Right. Because now it has grown quite a bit. In the past, it was really hard to acquire like
Even
anime.
on the internet?
Yeah,
So like when
Yeah.
when I was
I wouldn't know.
When I was like 10
I was there when it happened.
when I was like 10 or 11, 10, 11, 12, me, Miles, what was it? Yeah. Miles and I would look the internet. We had to look at sketchy websites to find Dragon Ball clips to make AMVs, to make anime music videos. They were hard to find. B, they were super low quality, and
that's
C, sometimes they weren't even in Japanese. Sometimes we would find like other Asian versions of it. Like I think we had like a Thailand version, the dub that we had to take out the audio so we can put it in the AMV. Like it was sketch. Like I wish Miles could tell you like how much we scoured hours to find 2-minute, 1-minute clips.
Back in
Of
the
stuff
day,
that we
it
did
was-
stuff that at the point that we didn't know about because in the English version it hadn't come out yet. These parts I knew about them because I'd watched it in Spanish, but he didn't know, so I wouldn't tell him because I'm like, we'll learn about this later, and he wouldn't believe me until he did say like, oh, you were right. Like I told you, I watch on Telemundo in the mornings.
Even though like there was internet, there wasn't a lot connections to like animes and all the other shows that it was easily accessible. Now, of course, we have all the streaming services. and
Crunchyroll, High Dive,
like
Netflix,
even Disney releases anime like for streaming as well.
Amazon.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different. So it's more accessible, and I think it's really cool that there's a lot of people like showing that into their careers and passions as well. So it has grown quite a bit, and because of that, like I said, like now it's more of a norm, and people are willing to pay more money for it, and because of that, they get to vote. As long as it's their fandom, they're willing to spend money for it. which is I don't know. So
Wait. Yeah. So anyway, the point is, it's. I think we'll get more people who will watch it because their favorite artist or favorite whatever is referencing it in whatever they do.
yeah, that's true.
I could see that.
But
It's cool. It's kind of cool seeing it for sure. But I still don't like Mega Stallion's music.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, whatever.
You got to say it right with proper, with respect.
Respect to the name.
Yeah.
It's Boricua Senpai's only celebrity crush. Crush.
Understandable. But then again, I started thinking she was also She-Hulk, and now I'm like,
Yeah, sadly, but that's the one mistake that can be forgiven.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Okay, let's move on. We've talked about this. We've been a dead horse. Like, I feel like the
Let the
kid
horse
on The
die.
Simpsons. Stop. He's already dead. Okay, let's go on to some new stuff. This will probably be our final topic. We, today, which I didn't expect it today. I thought it was actually going to come out later. But today we got the official teaser trailer.
Was it today or was it yesterday?
it was today.
Today.
No, see, the thing is that there were some leaks. They were saying that they're going to be released on Thursday. And it was Thursday came, and people were like, "Where's the trailer?" Nothing happened.
They were shy.
People were like,
Oh, yeah, I did remember
"That
saying
leaker." People were like
Yeah.
hating on that leaker, like, "Oh, it was supposed to be Thursday. Let's go ahead and try to find him."
Why
or
do you get
something."
mad at leakers?
I don't even know. But the thing about this, it was not.
You lied to me.
It basically came out today.
Yeah. You leaked me wrong. That sounds bad.
That's what
You
he
leaked me
said.
wrong.
Yeah.
Let's hope that's not what he says.
But anyways, the trailer came out today
Yeah.
True.
for what's up
For Captain America Brave New World.
Yeah.
So I did want to talk about this because, so first of all, we're going to get, before we even get to that, first of all, Deadpool, as of today is what, July 12th?
Yes.
12th. So
I have
in
no idea what day it is anymore.
so in 13 days we will see Deadpool and Wolverine. Right?
Yes.
13 days, yes. So to before we go into that, IGN actually got to see the 35 minutes that we talked about that China or that they got to see.
The
premiere.
The first
The premiere.
30
So-
something minutes.
Again, taking IGN's opinion with a
They
grain of
never
salt.
lie.
Yeah, they never lie. With a grain of
They
salt,
never lie.
they said, or one of the people said that this will reunite the MCU. Again, that's we're taking it with a grain of salt. I mean, I've heard other people say similar things, but IGN's now saying it too. Again, not saying that that's correct or not, but it's kind of consistent with other people who have seen this footage.
Maybe I didn't copy them.
So the thing is like, okay, well, we have all this good hype for Deadpool Wolverine. Now they have Captain America Brave New World, which had a lot of issues, right? They had a lot of reshoots as well as what Deadpool did, but Deadpool is more with cameos, whereas this one had to do with the story.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
And I know they had even like early screenings of the movie.
yeah, and
People were just like, this is not good.
this is not good. So they redid it. So now we got this trailer. So first impressions of the trailer.
I was going to say the reason that they also released the trailer now is because they know that Deadpool is coming up and a lot of people are going to go and watch it. So they needed to release something also to build anticipation and to rebuild the whole
I will say,
aspect.
all of the advertisements for what Wolverine and Deadpool have been great.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
See the
great.
Bachelorette one?
Yeah.
That was good.
Anyways, continue.
But anyway, so we got this. I will say this trailer for the movie, it felt fresh. It didn't feel like
So cool.
like a regular trailer. Like even the Winter Soldier, which kind of gave me some Winter Soldier vibes in like the tone of the movie. It still was like, it felt very different, the tone of this movie. And
That's
I
why
actually,
it's a brave
new world. Oh,
I see what you did there.
yeah. So, but I wanted, before we go into detail, like, how did you feel just in general, like, about the trailer? Like, seeing it, we're talking more detail about, but, like, did it give you, like, oh, this actually does look good? Did it look like, oh, it's horrible? Or, like, where was your thought process at the end of it, like, versus at the beginning?
Oh, at the end of the trailer?
Versus the beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like it. That's about how I felt. At first,
How did you feel before? Where you're like, oh,
before
man.
I was like, yeah, it's okay. It looks like a spy film, like a traditional action film. And then obviously with you said the ending, like, oh, okay, there's interest in it now. But that's because we already, if you saw the trailer, you know what showed at the end. That's what sparks. That's literally the only reason why. For me, in my personal opinion, that's the only reason why it sparked any interest for this film.
Okay, we'll talk about details. Anyway, what about you guys?
I mean,
He's like the same thing.
I actually wanted to watch this trailer because I've been hearing a lot of things that they're gonna include. Not to the point of I know everything, but I just know certain aspects of this. So when I watched the trailer,
You and your leakers.
I know, right?
It wasn't
At
me
least
this
I don't
time.
get spoiled in this.
I didn't know anything about this. I
Okay,
didn't
anyways,
spoil nothing.
but I was gonna say I did. By the time I finished watching the trailer, I'm like, okay, this gives me hope. It gives me like a Winter Soldier vibe for sure. They even like did some tweaks and changes, especially in the outfits and costumes as well too. If you guys watched what's on Netflix? No, Netflix. Disney
Falcon
show.
and the Soldier.
Captain and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Falcon and the Winter
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. My bad.
Yo,
Captain Falcon in the
Captain Falcon.
I keep saying Captain Falcon.
Falcon Punch.
But you can see like the Captain America at the end of the show, which is I didn't like the outfit. It looked really
It's made out of
cheesy.
vibranium.
It looks exactly like the comic book.
Sure, but it looked really. I didn't like it. In this trailer, I felt like this.
finally makes a comic book accurate costume. I don't
I
know.
don't like it.
Yeah, I think it was too much.
I think it was too accurate.
Yeah, or maybe the fact that I don't know the way it was shot because you know how when people superhero movies.
Racist and you don't like this Captain America.
You need
No,
to hear his speech more than anyone at the end.
But you know how you like when you watch a behind scenes of certain superhero movies.
No.
Like for me, when I see them, like it looks kind of like it looks very fake for sure. But
it's
for some
supposed to be
special effects, once you watch the movie production or the
You're
TV
watching
production.
you're watching superhero movies. Yes, because
I get what you mean, Paul. I get what you mean.
Right, it looks much better, or maybe the special effects to enhance the suit was very weak on the TV show, but in this trailer, I feel like
Well, because it's a different costume this time. Because
Right.
he was wearing a whitish blue, red, whereas this one's like the more darker blue.
The Winter
And
Soldier
there wasn't
type.
that
I
much
call
white.
that.
There wasn't much white on the suit on this for the film.
and to me, like I like it gives me the vibe of a political thriller, which is something that I feel like is going to be that I'm really looking forward in that particular aspect of the superhero genre. You don't get to see that as much. That's one of the reasons also why I like The Boys, because The Boys gets really political in regards of all the other stuff that you probably know about.
The nudity.
Sure. But it gets really political.
Of course, that's why he watches it.
The titty milk.
In this show,
They leaked on him.
let's
Wait,
move.
and we're like, and he's like, oh,
What?
that's what happened.
I'm so good.
Yeah, no, watch it.
Context, Paul?
I'm not
Chiporia, I don't know what you're
I
talking about.
don't want to spoil it because I have a friend who actually is in this podcast who actually loves this show, and if somebody spoiled it,
I mean,
That's
it
not
doesn't
it.
spoil like without the context.
whatever. But going back to Captain
Captain
Falcon.
America.
Captain Falcon. Captain America. I think I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to the movie.
Okay.
Okay. I think I was pretty. What's the word? Not dreading, but I was just like, I feel like this is not going to be good.
You're like,
Before the trailer, I was like,
look this way.
yeah, I'm like, and I was like, oh, it actually looks
Right?
pretty good. And then,
Pleasantly surprised.
yeah, and I'm pleasant. I'm
Hopeful.
optimistic.
Optimistic about it.
this one, especially with the little brief cameo we get at the very end of the trailer.
Yeah, which we'll talk about here. So I did want to talk about.
Will we?
We'll
It's not
talk
a-
about a few.
it's not a
It's not
spoiler,
spoiler. It's in the trailer.
Sure.
No one said
What
it
do you
was
mean, sure?
No one said it was a spoiler. Why are you getting upset?
No, look at his face.
I just
Okay,
say
it's
sure.
fine.
Now I know what
I
you're
just,
doing.
I just say sure.
There's a few things that we
See it in
needed.
your eyes.
There's a few things that we saw that either it connects to other Marvel movies, which I did like.
Should.
So one of the things was in one of the scenes you see, I think the Fifth Fleet. I think what it shows, and it's near one of the islands where they had the Eternals, where the Celestial Hand was coming out. So
Finally addressed that.
they finally addressed that.
How long ago was that?
That was a while ago.
I've never seen the Eternals. I don't know. Oh,
Do you have a
don't have
computer?
computer.
We have technology.
It came out during COVID, right?
Before COVID.
Before COVID? No, it didn't.
No, it was after COVID.
It was after. It was during COVID.
Let's check.
2021.
November 5th, 2021.
Aha! See, it was during COVID.
4 years.
Dang.
3.
It'll be 4 years when it comes out.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
February 2025.
But anyway, so
Fuck you.
I'll give it to you.
one thing that they said in the Eternals was like the Celestials like the hand like would have new it could have new materials, new
Spoilers.
something like that. Yeah. So
I don't know what that means.
the idea, but what I think, and this is what other people have thought about too, but I was like, this is how they're going to introduce other materials that were not currently in the MCU. For example, adamantium. Adamantium currently does not exist in
To
the
our
MCU.
knowledge.
To our knowledge, does not exist. Marvel was Deadpool versus Deadpool and Wolverine.
Captain America's shield is partially made of adamantium. That is not true.
This is what made, but this one's made out of vibranium.
It's a blend of both.
Did they say that?
I'm pretty sure they do.
I swear you just said it was vibranium.
I think
I'm pretty sure they mentioned both.
Look up.
Yeah, look it up. I swear they just said it was vibranium.
Right? Are you thinking the same thing?
Trying to. Let's look it up because I don't want to.
I would think that they wouldn't want to use the adamantium at all because it's like it. That's a
It's
specific.
heavily tied to Wolverine, but
Yeah.
he's not the only one who has adamantium.
Right, yeah, and that's true. But that's why I thought that this is where they're going to choose. Like, there's going to be new metal.
No, it's just vibranium. Adamantium is part of Fox's film rights right now. So it might change with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be adamantium. But I think in the MCU, this actual like the current the official timeline or
The
universe.
shield should be much stronger than it is.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
That's why it breaks so easily. See, it doesn't have
I'm
the
thinking that
adamantium.
he's gonna get adamantium that way. The other reason I say that is because, so let's talk about the cameo. Okay, we at the very end we see because we also saw it in the poster. We see that Red Hulk is coming.
What?
Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Okay, so Red Hulk is also very different than
Hot Chili Peppers?
regular Hulk. So I'm
We're
gonna
gonna get an actual Hulk finally.
sure. So
Okay.
tell me about this. What are some powers that Red Hulk has that regular Hulk doesn't?
He's red.
Red.
I know he's red. That's
Not a power.
That's not a power, you fool.
What's your power? It's red.
Oh my god!
Power is red.
Okay, so what other powers does he have?
He actually does have. Besides the enhanced strength, he has thermal nuclear power.
Yeah.
So the angrier he gets, the hotter he gets.
Can he like
Yeah, it
breathe
builds to
fire
generate
or
heat
something like
when-
that?
Free fire.
In some cases, he can.
I never do
It's-
that.
Okay, so here's the theory that I had seen is that I don't know the specific like physics for vibranium, but the idea was that vibranium, his suit is going to be destroyed some way because it can't deal with the heat of whatever the thermonuclear
Wait, who are you talking about?
heat that
Whose suit?
that Red Hulk,
I know.
But whose suit?
Captain America's.
Okay.
His suit is
So this is why they're trying to connect it to like how they're going to get the
grasping
celestial.
at straws. I get it now.
So what I'm thinking is that this is what they're saying, not me, that they'll get
You're
to the
saying it right
celestial
now.
hand,
Uh-huh.
that they'll find quote unquote vibranium, adamantium,
Okay.
and so that'll be more. I think it's more durable or more resistant. I can't
Heavier as
remember.
hell too.
He'll use that for a new suit, at least for something to help with that power. Again, I don't know because I honestly don't think he can't take on the Red Hulk by himself. There's no way, right?
Why not?
What are the
Well, he's
what
not-
are the shortcomings to the Red Hulk? What makes him different from the Green Hulk? Like what are his weaknesses compared to the Green Hulk, or are they relatively the same?
He's not as physically strong as the regular Hulk is. He gets angrier faster, but he caps out.
Okay,
Well, the
he's
thing
limited.
is-
He has a cap. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
But
technically, normal Hulk, right? Normal Green Hulk doesn't have a limit to how strong he gets.
yeah, he's
but
unstoppable.
Sam's also not an enhanced human, right? He doesn't.
He's not superhuman.
He
Yeah, he's never
doesn't
been
have the super
But he has
serum in
a
him.
shield.
Yep.
Over
Oh, I forgot that does everything.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot. Wait,
Yes,
didn't he grab and just?
Supposedly an unbreakable shield. Hey, he just threw the shield down. The shield's still in one piece.
Didn't
One
Thanos
Piece.
break it?
That's a One Piece reference.
That was with the sword.
That doesn't count.
That was
Okay.
all-
That doesn't count.
My bad.
We don't know what that sword is made out of.
That's right.
No one ever tells us what the sword is made out of.
Adamantium.
That still wouldn't make sense, but sure.
I don't know what it's made out
No,
of.
but going back into that Red Hulk, I don't think Red Hulk is going to be the main villain on the story.
Who do you think the main villain's going to be? Or do you already know?
Well,
I
well,
think I
well,
already know.
well, here, like, it is because
but
in
it's a guess.
in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? What was the group? Intelligentsia? No, what was the name of
Why are you
the?
just saying words in Spanish?
I swear that's the name.
We're in America.
Or was it She-Hulk? There was some terrorist group. Their terrorist group, right? In Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? That they were fighting. That were enhanced.
I can't remember.
There's a terrorist group.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be involved. Also, we saw the soldier that was also experimenting with the serum. What's his name? Something Bradley or I forget his name. It was in Falcon and Winter Soldier. He has the same power as Steve Rogers.
Walker?
I can't remember his name.
But the fake Captain America.
Yeah, but he was in the trailer and he attacked the president. He attacked and then he jumped out the window. Did you see that? No?
I know who you're talking about. I trying to remember his name.
I can't remember his name, but he's in there, and so I'm thinking something happened to him. I don't think he would have attacked him without either being brainwashed or something.
Who did?
Interesting.
In Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you know how they said there were other soldiers that were tested with the soldier serum?
He was the black.
Super serum. He was the black guy.
The black guy.
The old dude.
Are you saying that guy's in the movie?
He is.
He is in the movie. You saw him. He attacked. He attacked Ross.
Oh, I don't recall that scene, but okay.
Just watch it.
We just watched it. Like
I didn't. I'm not nitpicky, but okay.
It's not nitpicky. It's
He just doesn't remember that part.
yeah, but I think I mean, the big thing is I believe is that Ross is behind all this. Like
I don't
he
think
wants.
Ross is the whole thing.
No, but he's behind like these attacks on him. Like he's not really going to get killed. He's like he wants
to do
to get
something,
Captain
so-
America to be on his side. So he's like, I need your, because you're right. He's like, I want your position to be official. And sounds like, no, I disagree with that. I don't want to do that.
I mean,
I think he wants to try and get him on his side or get people against Captain America, something like that.
So what makes sense too, because I was looking at some of the Hulks, because it shows different colors of every Hulk. How the Red Hulk is created is through the gamma radiation and what did it say? Through gamma radiation and
It's all the Hulks, though.
no, but there was something else on top of it. It said,
Oh, gamma radiation, yeah.
Or by blood.
gamma radiation and cosmic rays. So with where the island you said,
Oh, the celestial.
yeah, cosmic rays, something from that.
I mean, it could be that too, but I think it's
that's what it says here. But I mean, I don't know.
I think the way they're gonna do is that he's gonna have the serum. They're gonna somehow have gotten the serum because we also have what's her name? Freaking what is the agent that was in Falcon Winter Soldier?
Elaine?
The granddaughter of Peggy Carter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't she the bad guy though?
Well, that's the thing. They kind of made her like the new I forget the name of the character, but I know they killed the scientist who was making the superhuman serum, but they could have still somehow replicated or had access to make it again. And so Ross might get that again because I don't think they're gonna do it with cosmic rays. Exactly, I think they're gonna do gamma and the super soldier serum to make him the Red Hulk. That's what I think.
Didn't you say they were at the island where the celestial stuff was?
Yeah, but I don't know but we're trying to think of connections of how.
But that's more of a connection than what you're saying because we have a scene there.
But it's not a cosmic ray. He's not. I don't know if
there's something cosmic around there though. I'm just saying there's more possible.
I guess
there.
it could, right? Could it? I don't know.
I mean, the Celestial's not really awake yet, but sure.
It's dead. That's the thing. It never awoke.
Sleeping.
It has the powers
dead,
are
isn't
still
it?
powers are still there radiating though.
Isn't he dead?
Not if he's dead. If
He's
dead,
dead.
the power no longer radiates.
He wasn't
You're just
born.
dead.
They
I
stopped.
don't know how Eternals work. I don't know how celestial beings work. I don't know how celestial beings work.
there.
I don't know how celestial beings
so
work.
this is how it's supposed to
Because
work.
look at this. Remember? Okay, but this is a different story, different comic. But Zod in the Batman,
That's DC food.
That's
Okay,
dead.
in the Batman suit, he was a dead body, and they put him in the thing. They reanimated him. He became Abomination. There was still something to bring back.
Okay, no, okay.
Probably a dead body, something
we'll
there.
We'll give you a brief little history on the Eternals, on the Celestials. They're born by basically coming out of the planet and destroying the planet.
Okay.
So what the Eternals did in that movie is that the Earth was ready for a new Celestial to be born, and as that event was happening, they stopped it, and the Eternal or the Celestial didn't get born. Basically, it's dead now.
That's true. I watched a movie last
And
Is it dead or is it dying?
no, it's dead.
Okay.
Because then the I forget her name, the one that initiated the stop was taken by I forget his name, the Celestial.
I forgot his name.
No, I forget the Celestial, the main boss one. He took her away as punishment
Okay.
From the Earth.
from the Earth.
How? But
Because they
this is
stopped
why I'm
and
at.
killed
This is
the
why I'm
Celestial.
playing with it. Because with that celestial that died in the Earth, How long does it take to decompose? That they could take the energy from it.
You're asking questions I don't know.
But I'm saying that could be a thing because if it takes forever for it to be born in the planet, it could take forever to die. They can still take its cosmic
it's dead.
energy. Yeah, but is the cosmic energy still there? We're talking as if we're humans.
You have to watch the movie. It's not cosmic energy that makes it born. It's just you know what? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I think the only connections I'm making to is it's going to definitely. I feel like it's going to have connections to Thunderbolts. Would be the bigger ones.
For sure. I do agree with that as well.
I guess they could try and incorporate mutants if.
I don't know if it's going to be mutants, but I think they're introducing things about mutants. Like I said, that's why I was thinking the adamantium. I mean the adamantium.
I don't know. I think it's going to be more grounded for sure. More of I feel like my impressions from watching the trailer, it's more
a close story.
A really close political story grounded with.
Well, wait, and you didn't tell me who do you think is going to be if it's not going to be Red Hulk? Who do you think?
It's the guy that was like on the. They showed the back of him, and he was like on a phone call.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
He looked green.
Is it Brainiac? I think that's his name.
No, that's
DC.
No, I don't remember his name. He was in the Hulk.
He's the one that
Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
Oh,
he's actually what's his name?
It's not. It's
I'm spacing out at the moment.
It's not.
But he got cast.
I don't know why I say ego. I know it's not ego. It's
did he
egg.
get cast in the movie?
Yeah.
What's his name?
They will pull the cast for.
Well, I'm looking at the bad guys. The Hulk
He has
fights.
a big head. What's his name? Spacing out.
I was gonna say Igor.
That would be a long
The
time
leader?
to wait, though, because
Huh?
No, that's not.
No, wait. What was that green one?
the big head or an enlarged head.
Yeah.
I should say.
The leader.
The leader. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
He-
He got cast.
He did.
But that was from so long ago.
I know.
When was Incredible Hulk?
2000.
Edward
It was.
Norton's
It was
Hulk.
2008.
Yeah.
It was after Iron Man. It was in 2008.
See, the way that I see it, I think he's actually pulling the whole string in here.
No.
Red
Oh
Hulk.
wait, that's The Incredibles.
What the?
I put when did 2008? Yeah, June 13th. 4 years later.
So this is my theory. I think he's basically pulling all the strings, and General Ross or President Ross, I guess.
I think it's President
He's
Ross.
basically a puppet.
Upon
He's going to be a puppet, but I think it would make sense that he gets his blood transfusion.
Oh, yeah,
from
for
the
sure.
leader.
Any chance that we get an appearance of the actual Hulk?
Hulk?
Hulk? Who is Hulk? Incredible Hulk. Hulk?
I mean, I don't make the movies, but
Did you feel like this would be a good time to bring him in
bring
some
him,
capacity?
His son, She-Hulk, all together in this. No,
Yeah,
not together.
no.
Also, how did he turn back into the Hulk? Like, no, correction. In the
How
end
did
of
he turn back
She-Hulk,
into Bruce?
he can just go. He can just go into normal Professor Hulk at any time now, right?
he's only in Professor Hulk.
No, because
No,
remember
in She-Hulk he wasn't.
in She-Hulk and in Shang-Chi. Remember, he was Bruce.
He was just regular Bruce.
He can control it at this particular point.
I don't know if he can control it, but he did something to reverse it.
He can go back at will, I guess, in that part.
Well, yeah,
That's
control it.
But I mean, his yeah. See?
Shang-Chi was before, right?
Yeah, but then you.
Shang-Chi was before Professor Hulk.
No, Shang-Chi was after.
It's after
It was
the
after.
civil. It's
And then
after
you also have to
Avengers.
count She-Hulk.
And She-Hulk was also after.
She-Hulk was also.
Remember, we see Scar, that fucking ugly piece of shit.
Don't remind him.
It's sad. Scar is so
actually
cool.
cool.
Scar is really cool, and then
Not
they give
that
you
one.
this extra chromosome looking motherfucker.
So I don't think they're gonna bring them in.
He looks like Shrek.
He does.
No,
Like,
don't.
trying to be
you're
handsome
offending
Shrek.
Shrek here, man.
He's trying to look like a handsome
It
Shrek.
gives me
That's
like
what that
the
is.
vibe of the guy from Karate Kid. What's his?
Hawk?
Not Hawk.
That's rude to Hawk.
Dimitri?
Not Dimitri.
Quit saying names. Let him find out. Damn, you're rude. You're rude. You're an ass.
Johnny's kid. So Johnny's kid with Shrek combined because he has this face.
I don't know.
Anyways,
We could get other Hulks. That would make sense. You fight Hulks with Hulks, but
I don't think so. I think they're gonna keep it contained. I don't want it
I'm really tired of them
messing it up.
messing up Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really don't like.
Mark Ruffalo, I know.
I don't like Mark Ruffalo.
But he likes you.
No, he doesn't. That's a lie.
What if he said he liked you?
He's not gonna
Like,
do
good for
that.
him.
Would you be
has
mad
good
if we got
taste.
one of those videos from Mark Ruffalo? Be like,
Cameo. Hey, Hobby. This is Mark Ruffalo, aka the Hulk.
Just like a case
Smash.
idea in the making.
No, stop.
He will look so dead.
I
son.
like one thing about him when he was on. I can't remember.
13
one of
going
the
on 30?
No, shut up. No,
Poor
that's even
things?
worse. Huh?
The poor things.
No, it was just he was on a talk show. I think it was. Is it Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
He was just talking about how like when he got, I think it was after the first Avengers movie, so his first appearance as Hulk, that he went to his daughter's like kindergarten class, and one of the kids recognized him as the Hulk, and he like was gonna pretend, he's like, oh, don't make me mad. Like he was gonna pretend to get. He's like, no, and the kid like freaked out. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But besides that, I don't like him, and I'm so mad that it's not Edward Norton
Yeah.
because that was actually a good Hulk.
He was very good.
It wasn't a great movie, but it was a great Hulk, and I
Yeah.
think he played both parts well, both Hulk and Bruce.
But even if that were to be the case, I don't want Hulk to be involved in this movie. I think
We already have a Hulk being involved in this.
Then how do they stop Red Hulk?
yeah, how are they going to? Leaders
How
not
are they
going to do
stop
anything.
him? Because think
They're
about
not
it.
gonna-
No, because think about it.
guy.
He's going to run rampant.
Red
That's
Hulk
why it's
has
a
to be
brave
part
new
of
world.
Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolts, right? So maybe they don't have to stop him completely. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it.
I didn't
but-
say kill him.
They're gonna kill him off, and then he's gonna be with Elaine, and you're gonna see at the end. You're gonna see the ending credits. You're gonna see
Falcon.
Agent USA or whatever was his name.
U.S. agent.
U.S. Agent.
Agent USA. I like it.
And then what's her bucket?
Taskmaster.
The girl you like.
Yeah, the blonde one. from Hawkeye.
I like how we describe things. Like yeah,
From Hawkeye.
The new
Yeah,
Black
the Black
Widow.
Widow. Yeah, that because they're part of the
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
so I didn't say that, but okay. But that's where I can see it ending, where it's like, hey, we have a new guy on our team. Oh, who is it? And then you're just gonna see Red Hulk in like a chamber asleep.
That chamber sleep.
That's how they're gonna do it.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
They're gonna have him on the Thunderbolts team.
Yeah,
That's
they're gonna-
cockeyed.
I don't think
They're
he's
gonna
in
do
that.
that.
Though.
No,
He's not in.
Look at the banner. They actually pull a banner. Well, no, he's not in there.
He's not in there.
Not-
It's
I think
they're gonna- I think
Taskmaster.
he's gonna bring him over in there.
He's not a member of the Thunderbolts.
It's Taskmaster. It's U.S. Agent.
He's the-
It's
This is
Bucky.
the Thunderbolts.
He's not.
His name
in
is
the
Thunderbolt
Thunderbolts.
Ross, but he's not. He's not part of the team.
How are they gonna bring
It's
it?
his team.
So so he's the one controlling it, but he's not part of the team.
Correct.
Yes.
Still, he's still.
He was a Red Hulk, and then he eventually became a superhero, serving time as a member of the Avengers and forming his own Thunderbolts team. So they could just change
But
it
as
around.
far-
They could change it. They can change it around, and him doing a Thunderbolts before him being an Avenger.
I hate that even more.
I'm just telling you they can do that. I'm not saying this is what I want.
I was following until you mentioned making him an Avenger. I don't think they're gonna make him an Avenger.
I'm not. I'm just saying they can. I'm just saying the comics
they
they
could.
said
They
he
could,
did
for sure.
The comics it says right there he was
For sure.
and then he made his own Thunderbolts.
Well,
Doesn't mean
the-
anything though. There's so many one-offs where they do stuff.
I know,
like
but
that
I'm
or
just
sort of
saying that's what's happening.
Sabretooth's been an X-Men. He's not going to be an X-Men in the movie.
I'm just saying they can. I'm not saying they
could.
will.
They could.
They
could.
can.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not saying they
can.
will. I'm just saying that makes sense though. Well, that'd be funny
can.
though if you see that. You see Elaine's like, here you go. He's just
can.
asleep
Freaking
Why do you
amazing.
want him asleep? What-
because he's in the chamber healing. Like in the.
What is he, Vegeta?
okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's like.
And again, I would have to ask the question: how would they do this to him if there's no other Hulks?
How do you defeat the Hulk?
How do you hurt him so badly that he needs a regeneration chamber or that they knock him to sleep?
I don't know.
And he still is the Hulk.
I don't know. I'm not the one who wrote the story. They are. They're
Obviously not
they're
you,
writing the
because
story.
you're writing the
okay,
story right now.
if that comes to truth, well, how would you feel?
I mean, you're stupid. As you're stupid.
Okay,
as
how
my
am
brother,
I
get outta
stupid if
here.
I just came up with the idea and they did it?
That's what would make me mad. I'd be like, you guys took all these years and all these reshoots, and Diego came up with,
Pull it out of my ass.
Diego made this in a cave with a box of scraps. Well, we're not Diego.
You're stupid. But why would the Red Hulk be there? Why would he still be there if he's knocked out cold? You realize that he doesn't become he become unconscious. They basically go back to their normal state. You do realize this.
I don't know the powers of the Red Hulk. We don't know.
Disney, please, whatever you do, just don't don't listen to Diego.
I don't know how they're gonna
Stop.
end it, but I want it to be a contained movie for sure. The more they introduce other characters, maybe they will. But I want it to be like the
It's
most
a brave
simple-
new world.
I know, but
I think they have. I mean, I think just within the title,
Bucky has to be in there as well. I believe so. I don't think there's any way that he's.
Yeah.
If they're gonna, I think there's gonna be
even
some
if he's not,
connection.
even if he's not main, like
main, and
he's got to have like 10, 15 minutes of screen.
there
time.
has to be some connection. Again, I think Diego. Even though I don't like giving Diego credit, I think there might be a connection to Thunderbolts in some way.
Yeah. I agree.
that
Yeah, we
it's
agreed
gonna
on
happen. Yes,
that.
I
So
agree
they
on
have
that.
to have at least some Thunderbolt people in the.
Stop.
Stop it!
Like Luke in the chamber, just with the mask.
This isn't Dragon Ball. Stop it!
It's not
Star
Vegeta.
Wars. This was before Dragon Ball. You fool.
Still worse. Why is he Vader?
Yes, the mask.
They have Marvel / Disney has the rights to do
I
that.
know,
now.
but I don't want
Remember when that happened? Remember when Disney bought Marvel and then
Darth Hulk.
Star Wars and then Dark World and you hear the Star Wars sound.
I said Darth Hulk.
No, but remember in Dark World, that's when they start using the Star Wars sound effects.
And then Spider-Man watches Star Wars too in the Marvel universe.
That's fine.
No, but I was going to say something that we haven't addressed and something that it has to be mentioned as well. We actually have Harrison Ford in this
He's old
movie.
as shit.
He's replacing the actor who
Passed away.
passed away, who was the original General Ross. So
President Ross now.
President Ross.
Commander in Chief Ross.
So I kind
CC.
of I like that actually. Like,
They made a joke about it too.
yeah,
Yeah, your face looks different. Yeah, I shaved mustache.
yeah. So I think I'm excited to
that
see
not
Harrison
used to
Ford.
the
I
new
think he
look?
can actually play a part in this movie. I don't know to what
I
extent.
don't know if he likes these.
I don't
these
think he
things.
wants to do these movies. Like it
I don't know
seems
how
really,
they
really
get
weird.
him. It's like money.
No,
It's like money gets him because
think
he's talked about
I swear
that.
he said no. I swear he said he was not. He was kind of like he was enjoying himself not doing anything, and then they came with him with the script, and he's like, I think he said he was actually interested in it. That's why he did it. Like he was
But
actually
he
interested.
hates franchises.
I
He doesn't
don't
like
ask me.
doing
I'm just saying.
Indiana Jones. He didn't like Star Wars.
I
that
recall
much.
him saying he was interested in it.
If anything, he says that he doesn't want you talking about Star Wars ever.
Yeah,
He hates it with a passion.
I believe it.
but the money, he's just like, okay, I'll say yes to the
And
money.
that's why he only came back for one movie, right?
He came back for 2.
Star Wars.
He
Star
was
Wars?
because he was also in the Rise of Skywalker. Don't you remember? He comes out back as a Force ghost.
So this is what his comment
I don't
said. He said,
remember any
"I
of
thought
this.
everybody
I
else
believe
seems."
you. I just don't remember.
He wrote, "I thought everybody else seems to be having a great time. I watch all these terrific actors have a good time." Ford said of Marvel movies in an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, "I like doing something different to what I've ever done, and pleasing people with it. So I'll try a piece of that." So he was like, "Oh,
I mean, when I was
He
watching
was all for the money.
the teaser trailer, it
it was
looked
all the money."
It looked legit.
Yeah, it's looking.
It looked good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Because
saying
I
it
remember
didn't.
he
But I
was
just
like,
want to know how you could beat the Red Hulk without another Hulk.
Put him to sleep,
Adamantium.
yeah.
Adamantium what?
I don't know, maybe it absorbs his heat. I don't know. I don't know what BS they're pulling, dude.
If they started doing that, people would be pissed.
Or maybe they just throw him up into the sky, into space, and he
What
runs out
throws
air.
him up in the sky?
I don't know, Falcon when he's flying up.
He's not a super soldier.
regular human.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just giving you
But he
ideas.
has wings.
Yeah, he has wings.
Powerful wings. Max speed wings.
He does.
Max speed. Well, he breaks the sound barrier.
But they could do something where they could throw him up into space and he can't breathe, so he passes out, and then he's in the chamber.
So much. Stop it. You're the stupidest thing. What
If that were to happen, I'll be like, I'll be losing
I
it.
would be watching. Oh shiz.
So I'll be like this, looking at you like, they're doing it. They're doing it.
Especially if I see him like this. I'm like, oh fudge, this is so stupid. I would walk out of the
President
movie.
Ross is just asleep in there like this.
I'd really walk.
We
out of
have
the
our
movie.
backup plan.
What are you gonna call the team?
The Thunderbolts.
No, stop it, please. This is stupid
I'm not the
thing
one.
ever.
If they do it, then I'm good at predicting stuff. My bad. Probably just died a little inside.
I'm sorry, Shark.
Look, it's not my fault. If that comes to play, that's them.
Just throw them into space.
You know what you need? Yeah.
But yeah, anything else in the trailer though? Like I'm trying to.
I mean, it's the first teaser trailer, so I'm kind of glad that it doesn't show. I mean, it
A lot of
shows
stuff.
you enough that gets you excited, obviously, like in Red Hulk, but it doesn't
Doesn't give
stuff
away.
And that's the other thing that I think I've liked about like Deadpool and Wolverine.
You shouldn't
Don't
be.
They only
really
showed the
know.
first 30 minutes of the film with all
Well,
the
no,
stuff.
not only that, but I'm saying like even the trailer, like there's nothing
There's no story. There's no connection
you
you,
don't
we
really
can find.
know. I mean, they had the last thing where they showed. It's in the trailer. Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Why are you looking
Sabretooth.
weird?
Huh?
He's just nervous. It's like
I'm nervous.
because I said Sabretooth.
No, but it's kind of interesting that they're actually showing some trailers that I don't know. It's kind of giving me hope. We'll know until we actually watch it. The other thing that actually got released that we didn't talk was also the Agatha.
Nobody
I
gives a
don't
fuck
care.
about Agatha.
Yeah,
That's why
No,
it's gonna be released as the lowest viewed
that's not
Marvel.
I don't know.
thing.
Like it's still like,
Marvel.
It's a Marvel.
Oh.
It's a
Yeah,
Marvel.
it's gonna be
Marvel television.
Yeah, it's gonna be the lowest reviewed Marvel series.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it for sure.
You'll have to let us know.
Yeah, I'll let me-
Okay, you and like 3 other people in the world will watch it. Good. Let us know how you feel.
No, I think it's gonna be. I think people are gonna watch it. Aubrey Plaza's in there as well too. I think a lot of people like her as well. So I think that's one of the, some of the names. that
It doesn't.
I do like her.
You like her, Diego.
You like her?
Who?
Audrey Plaza.
Audrey Plaza.
Oh, she's in it. Fuck.
There it is. 4 people now.
You and 3 other
I'll just find like a special compilation on YouTube of just all her.
Just
scenes.
watch
gonna watch
it.
Just
it.
watch it.
I don't
You
want
do
watch
that.
it together.
See, that's you don't commit to anything. There's so many times where you're like, I didn't even watch X-Men, but then you'll still come in and tell us what you.
I
were
didn't watch
watching,
the first 3
and then you're like,
episodes.
oh, but I didn't watch that episode. You're like, well, I think this is gonna happen. Oh, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
See,
My God.
we're watching it together.
Just watch it, so we have do it for the content.
You're gonna like it because of her.
I hope I don't.
Even like we've done before. Even if we do like
Yeah,
live watch parties or Discord parties,
we'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it for this.
just do it for Audrey Plaza.
The paycheck. Okay.
Do it for the pay. Exactly.
What
Just do-
paycheck? We don't get no paid.
You guys are getting paid.
There's money here.
David's the only one
I
getting paid.
wish.
David
I'd have to
handles the
share
finances.
the 2 cents we get.
So I think
We get 2 cents.
I wish.
Oh,
I'm paid the 2 cents.
We do.
It took 10 years.
David's
It
like,
took-
I do.
It took 10 years, but we got 2 cents.
David's like, I get 2 cents.
I have 2 cents to give.
I would like to renegotiate my contract. Right?
What? It wasn't even a
I would
verbal
like
one.
one hay penny, please.
No, but I don't know.
One
Like
bit.
One Bitcoin.
Disney said they're cleaning house. They apparently they learn from their mistakes and then try to reboot things in a different way. We'll see.
I don't believe that.
I mean, it seems like they're cutting down on projects.
That's true.
They're trying to go over in quantity instead of or quality over quantity, which is
A good idea.
And I did read that I think we were. I think it was actually was me. That there's been a lot of false rumors supposedly that Young Avengers was not getting made, and apparently that is not.
I think.
It is not axed yet. It is not canceled as of now.
Is
As
it
of
still
right
up
now?
in the air,
As
though?
of right now.
They haven't announced
It's
anything.
still possibility.
They
Who's
haven't
in the Young Avengers?
As of right now, we have my gosh, Kamala
Kamala
And-
Harris.
Kamala Harris.
and
Oh, Nick. I was like, yeah, Kamala. Kamala Khan from Miss
Kamala
Marvel.
Khan from Miss Marvel, and then Bishop. What's her first name?
Kate Bishop.
Kate
Kate
Bishop.
Bishop.
They're
One that
like,
you like.
yeah, but like they're getting older. They better start it now.
And also,
They're just called
Scott
the Young
Lang's
Avengers.
daughter.
Oh yeah, the
Please don't put Scar on the Young Avengers for the love of.
make him
Don't
look better at least.
do it.
Ironheart as well, I guess.
Who?
Ironheart.
Oh, Ironheart is a Young Avenger.
And
Shuri.
Miles Morales is technically a Young Avenger.
If they start showing, I want to see
Technically,
Miles
isn't
Morales.
Spider-Man also in Young Avengers? Or just not? It wasn't Peter Parker.
Spider-Man
Peter
is
Parker.
the Young Avengers, but not the Spider-Man.
Miles Morales Spider-Man is a Young Avenger. Peter Parker is not a Young Avenger.
He
Wanda's,
was at one
old.
point.
Wanda's kids are also part of.
Yeah, but they're not real.
Sure.
They aren't. They're figment of
They're not even.
imagination.
They're not even. They're not in the universe.
They're not.
You haven't
universe
watched
yet. Nova.
Agatha.
Nova is technically a Young
Yeah,
Avenger.
we
as
haven't.
well.
Wasn't he supposed to be
I think he was
introduced?
going to get a movie or something, but I don't think.
Yeah,
I think
that was in
They have
development.
that.
for a
They have
while.
White Tiger.
White Tiger. Is,
White Tiger.
But I don't
Which
think
I
they're going
heard-
to do that.
Yeah.
How are they going to do that now?
Yeah, I don't know.
White Tiger was cool.
But I gotta say, one of Wanda's kids is actually in the Agatha trailer for sure, and the way that it gives me vibes of WandaVision as well. It gives like it has each. It seems like each particular episode is going to be like horror theme
It reminded me more of Multiverse of Madness.
I can see that too.
It was slowly get
Like
worse
for me,
and
like
worse as we watched.
somebody, like from what I was able to
Yeah.
see, it gave like a horror vibe into the show. Like that's the genre that this.
Is it coming out during October?
Yes.
That makes sense. There you go.
Spooky. I don't know. I think,
You'll have to let me know.
yeah, I'll
not
definitely give it a shot.
it's
No,
not
but
my
why don't
favorite.
you watch it with us? Like when we do this, whatever it's fucking
Because
called.
it's not my flavor
Same thing with me and Agatha. But guess what?
at all. But you have a reason. You have Audrey to watch it for.
Do it for Audrey.
I don't even have that going for me. I'm just like,
Who's in there that you might like?
That's it.
The mom from That 70s Show.
She's not in there.
Kitty?
Is she?
She is there.
Kitty?
David's like, no,
No, I have to. No fudge that.
You're watching. Okay, you're watching it.
watch it with David.
Anyway, okay, we're wrapping this up. All right. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It's been fun. It's always been fun doing
Final
this.
segment was supposed to be short. We're 40 minutes into it.
Remember, you can always watch these first on YouTube, and then 2 weeks later, you can hear it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, where you want to hear it. Remember to follow us on all of our social medias on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My gosh, I can't speak today. Twitter. At Chimino Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital P.
It's supposed to be X.
Not rated. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We will see you guys next time. This is David the Smash Fan,
Mr.
Your parent.
And Shark King.
and this is Chimino Podcast.